In my first 2 weeks of basic combat training, I lost 20 pounds. So here is an episode of Injured at Basic Combat Training. When you're on your last day of reception, you line up to toss your bag into a Humvee, and then you get bussed off to your training battalion. And then once you get there, you get a quick brief of, "Hello, I am your drill sergeant, I hate you, and good luck." And then you start what is called the first 100 yards. Basically, you memorize a supply stack, you pick something up from it, and you run your ass around the track carrying it in 100-degree weather while they toss smoke grenades at you. And they give you words of encouragement such as, "My grandma can run faster than you," or "Be slow or be stupid, pick one." Anyways, I got stuck with a 40-pound water jug and had to run around the track with it. A girl who I swear weighed less than one of the water jugs also decided to grab one and run, and she made it about 10 steps before she stopped, and then our drill sergeant decided that I would now be carrying both of our water jugs. He also decided that I needed to run faster and personally followed me around the track to encourage me loudly. Once we got our supply stack reassembled twice, we moved on and got introduced to our platoons and bays. In our bays, we learned all of the rules and expectations of us and got introduced to one of the worst things imaginable: shower drills. Basically, our drill sergeant would pick 15 people and give them 5 minutes to shower. If they took longer than 5 minutes, we would all get punished. What a shit game. I thought of an idea to cheat the system where we would just go in, wet our hair, and then leave after 5 minutes. This way, we wouldn't get punished, and then during our personal time, we could shower as long as we wanted. Like all great ideas, it worked up until a fat idiot got involved. This guy decided that he was going to be taking a full shower. You would think that he would still follow the time frame set by the angry men in funny hats, but he did not. He actually showered for 15 minutes while we all did push-ups. This is a recreation of those 15 minutes while we waited for him.
You guys are fucking useless. I can't even shower right. You guys are gonna battle die in war.
Nice and peaceful. The next few days were relatively calm. You just go where you're told to go and do the paperwork they tell you to do. At nighttime, you'd get your hour of personal time, and then it was time for lights out. During lights out, you're required to have 2 people in their full uniform each hour on fire guard. Basically, one keeps watch of the door for the men in funny hats, and then one cleans. One night, one of our fire guard shifts wanted to see if they could get away with not wearing the proper uniform. Unfortunately, that was also the same shift our already very angry senior drill sergeant came in for an inspection. He flipped the lights on, found our fire guard in their physical training uniform, and also caught someone eating MREs all at the ripe time of 2 a.m. We lost about an hour and a half of sleep that night to corrective training. Being woken up at a random hour of the night is pretty common at basic, but my bay probably got the worst of it. Usually about 3 nights a week we'd wake up at midnight to do corrective training. I'm a pretty big and tall dude from the north, so my drill sergeants decided that my nickname for the rest of training would be Hodor. That didn't really mesh well with the rest of the video, but I really wanted to get that off my chest. Group punishment is the standard at good old Fo Jackson, and usually I was not the one who caused it, but there was one time that while I was face down in the dirt being yelled at for not finishing my 30 push-ups, our battalion commander came up to me. Now because I was face down, I could not see that he had a beret on his head. "Trainee, get your ass off the ground." "Yes, drill sergeant." "Not a drill sergeant, trainee." "Yes, for sergeant." Yeah, so we were in that push-up position for a good while longer. My personal favorite and worst experience was the gas chamber. You go into the chamber with your mask on and do some exercises to gain confidence in your mask, and then you take your mask off and breathe in the tear gas for 15 seconds. Now, my platoon's drill sergeant was the one running the inside of the chamber that day, and he decided to light off a new tablet of gas right into me and one of my battle buddies. The gas is supposed to be unseen, but we had an actual vape cloud around our heads. And with that vape cloud around our heads, we took our masks off, and for 15 seconds of snot and tears, I was inhaling it. You are supposed to say your full name and rank. I got halfway through my first name before I couldn't talk anymore. After they opened the door, we all sprinted out, and I immediately vomited into the grass. As I was vomiting, a drill sergeant approached me. "Shut the fuck up, trainee." "I'm not talking, drill sergeant. I'm vomiting." "Shut the fuck!" I made sure to vomit quietly after that. Later on in that week, we went to the rappel tower where you have to do 3 jumps down a 40-foot wall. As I got harnessed in and my hand was on the brake line dangling over the 40-foot drop, my drill sergeant told me to fix the buttons on my jacket. He meant it as a joke, but I actually let go of the brake line to fix it and fell until the safety caught me. I still passed, and it kind of shows that it doesn't matter how dumb you are in the army, you just have to be willing to listen. Anyways, that is all for today's video. The next one will be out about how I got injured and all the trouble I got into while on my crutches. Subscribe, join my Discord, I have a Patreon. Thanks for watching.